So there is a space, a place for everyone. So there is a time when leaves have to fall, and what you left was love and a hole in the roof where you have gone. I know that we will be there soon.
Okay, I don't know what's the time. What's the time?
Like 5:30 or 6.
6:40. Hola! Welcome to McCluskey Lake. This is where it all starts and where a lot of our adventures begin when we travel on the Wind River. My name is Bobby Rose Cooey. I'm Tedlet Witchin, meaning people of the headwaters. You know, launching a business in my first year running, I came to realize there is not that much people who have these combined skills or training in the North, but are looking for it. This is just the beginning. I think setting up and getting into this different rhythm, because once we get on the creek, that's where all the fun begins. I realized that I need to bring more people back, and not just me. The Indigenous Youth River Guide Training Program is a 8-week training program where we bring young people together in the North, and we're connecting the dots between traditional knowledge and history.
Because this is like kind of your shoulders, it kind of sits like this. And so you'll want this facing this way. Well, we are assembling the boats back together. We basically have to put all the seats back together and make sure that they're all tight and ready to go on the river. I met Bobby Rose on the Snake, which we were both working as guides 4 years ago. I started hearing about her kind of dreams and what she wanted to do with Indigenous youth and the communities up north.
Maybe we'll get Kira and Dan to introduce themselves. We'll be learning and working beside them. I brought them on specifically because I worked with them in the past, and I guess they're pretty good. I'm just kidding.
But
yeah.
Well, I knew Bobby Rose was thinking about this last year. We came on the Wind with a group of women, and on the trip we were talking about what she was planning to do, and I just loved it. For so many reasons, it's such an important initiative, such an important project. So I think a few months after, she was just like, okay, you're gonna come, you're gonna come guide this with me. So it was fun to think about coming back again with this group and with this dream that she has.
I always wanted to do this, but I felt like really nervous about it. Like, how can I do it? To see it happen and to have these young people come in and do the training is so powerful, because I wish I had that when I was younger. To know that this was a thing and we could make a career out of it.
Now I feel confident in my canoe. I feel like it's not going to fall apart on me while I'm on the river.
And if it does, it's all your fault.
It's all my fault. And Patty's.
And mine.
It's all...
I've been chasing mountains I can't climb, holding out for heroes in the night. I find myself here in the dark. We learn to fight and learn who we are, but I am raised up to face the stars, full of light. And we are wild like a river, wild like the fire in your veins makes you shiver. And I chase the winter out of my mind like the dark in the distance. Wild. We are wild.
I was raised by my grandparents. You know, they taught me a lot of important skills. It's important to our ancestors and our elders today to know that there's our own people out on our land guiding visitors and to share our traditions and our history of how our land provided so much to our nation.
It's home. I feel really good here. Be like myself. Like my ultimate like self, like head language in, like just this is what it feels to be alive. This is what it feels to be Indigenous. This is what it feels to be Gutchin. It's who I am.
Something like this was my goal even since I left for school in 2014. I remember writing a paper and I said I wanted to return to the communities that raised me, that I wanted to give back to the communities that have done so much for me, and being more part of my culture, and learning more about it, and doing things in my life that really taught me a lot about the land. And
lots of Indigenous people need to get more out on the land. It's where we belong and it's where we come from. And I think it's something that we need to take back, and it's something that we need to thrive in.
As Indigenous people, we always want to help our communities in the best way we can. And the best way we can is help bring people out on the land in the safest way that we can.
I love nature, I love being outdoors, I love connecting with the land, and I feel like it's very healing for me. So I decided that I would take this leap of faith.
We're hoping that youth are taking this training and this experience to bring it back to their communities.
Being a river guide is something that I would like to do. I would love to go back home and be able to take youth out, or even just anyone that would love to have the opportunity, the experience to go on such an amazing trip. I would love to do that.
I hope that they see that it can be such a rewarding career, and to show people these wild places is just such a gift.
It's definitely a nature high. There's a lot of happy feelings, happy chemicals. When I'm out on the land, I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I'm in a dream world, especially here. Like, it doesn't look real. It just feels right. It just feels like a blessing, and you stop taking things for granted so much.
To be able to share that with people and experience it at yourself, I just think is one of the most important things the world needs right now. And I hope that they can come to love that and share that with others.
I think it's just great to show people and share your knowledge and just take people out on the land so that they can also form that connection with the land.
I just feel like a sense of belonging. Like, I feel like this truly fills my cup, and I think that's exactly what I'm doing here, is just finding out what I want to be a part of my life for the longer term.
You feel like you can do anything, at least for me. Like, I feel like I'm out here and I feel great. I feel like so strong, and I feel so connected to my ancestors.
And it's really beautiful being an Indigenous person and being surrounded by other Indigenous people as well, because there's more connection there, and it just feels really humbling, and I'm grateful for that.
Seeing the river last year to this year, I knew there was going to be some changes, but I also, last year we experienced a canoe going into sweepers. It got pinned, took us a few hours to get out. The one thing of that is that the people were safe, and we got the canoe out, but this year going into it as a lead guide, it kind of gave me anxiety and made me think, and I was like, I know where the spot is, and it's like, I want to make sure that I pull over because I don't want anybody to get hurt. And then we got to that spot. Instantly, I was like, yep.
Last year, when Bobby Rose and I were on a trip, we got a canoe pinned there. So as Bobby and I have been like turning the corners, we've been like, is this the spot? Is this the spot? And we got there and we were like, oh, this is the spot.
My heart was pumping, like, you know, I hope it's not as bad as last year. Like, what is our plan B? And we got there and we looked at it and analyzed it and talked about it. But, you know, the youth have been training for these kind of scenarios. And then we came up with a plan to end up going on the River 8, slowly back paddling, and going through a small little section between some trees and land. Getting through that, everybody going through it safely, and Dan there being like safety as well, and me like at the end just to watch them all go through that was just like huge relief. You did so well. You did so well. High five. Uh-oh, just under canoe. Got it.
I thought it was really good learning for the youth to see we're gonna have that hazard, and we have to use the skills that we know how to use to avoid them.
From what I saw and like the reaction when they got through it, I feel like they, you know, got a little stronger. I don't know. They like were so happy about it, and I was like, see, there you go, we could do anything.
It's kind of nice when plans work out.
Every trip that is done, there's some risk to it. Trying to find the best ways to go safely is a big responsibility. Like at the end of the day, like the youth right now are pretty solid. It's like if you could make it down that, I think you could make it down the river.
The lightning storm. That was probably one of the most epic storms I've ever been in. People overuse the word awesome, but that storm was like awesome.
Hola. I've been in rainstorms and thunderstorms and whatever, but the thunderstorm that we had was like epic.
That was electric. That was like scary. One of those moments where you're feeling incredibly exposed and pretty small.
It lasted 4 or 5 hours of rain, nonstop rain and thunder, and
feeling that real raw power of the earth, and to share it with other people is a bonding experience at the end, right? Like everyone came out of that when we came out, and everyone came out of their tents and needed a little bit of sort of companionship, and we all started singing. That was, I'll always remember that. It was a pretty intense storm.
the Wind River holds a really special place in my heart. It's one of the first rivers that I traveled, one of the first rivers that I fell in love with. It's one of the rivers that I think of when I need to think of why I'm doing the work that I'm doing. We got to go on a really beautiful hike that I haven't been on. getting on top of that mountain and seeing like the whole Wind River opened my eyes to why we're here. And I believe if you're able to bring young people back out on the land and give them skills and, you know, teach them and actually give them hands-on hard experiences, is the way that they're going to grow.
I just know this is making like such a big difference in everyone's lives, and it's gonna be like a lasting impact on my life, I know for sure.
This trip has brought a lot of healing to myself, and it's just amazing to see how much of an impact the land can give people.
Yeah, there's something about this area that always makes me want to come back. I want to grow old here. I want a cabin here. I want my community to come back here. I want more youth to come back here. I want to see more youth guiding down this river. This project will be the stepping stone of like future projects.
Whether or not you're going to be a river guide after this trip teaches you so much more. We're never going to monitor the land better than being on it. If we're on the land, then that's the only way that we can really protect the land and be connected to it.
People believe in this project, and I feel like this is just the beginning of what's to come. And I don't know what that is, but I have a really good feeling about the youth that we have. With the training that they have, we'll give them the skills and knowledge to do whatever they want in life.
I continue to surprise myself, and I continue to be amazed at like the places that are in this world and the people that are in this world and how much beauty there is in it.
I am so happy and so grateful for the experience. This is one of a lifetime. It's my first time on a trip with paddlers, and I know I will be doing this in the future.
Bobby Rose is, like, I can't say enough about this woman. She is so many things. And I think everyone knows that who meets her.
Oh, Bobby Rose, don't get me started on Bobby Rose. I love her so much. You know, I've only met her for like about a month now, but I feel like we have a really good connection now. You know, she's always someone I could talk to about anything. She's been giving us nothing but the best of the best. And I don't know what else to say about her, but she's just like a blessing to us.
Bobby Rose, she is just a force to be reckoned with. And I think for a while I've been kind of crying about not having a mentor, and as we were paddling together, was realizing that I'm being mentored.
What she's doing here is amazing. What she has done is amazing, but what's gonna come is gonna be, like, this is just, I think, the tip of what we'll see from her. Like, she's a force.
I'm just so thankful that our home is protected, and right now I feel like I could see the future of what the Peel watershed looks like, and it's a dream come true, literally. Literally a dream come true.
Thunder in the sky, coming on, drawing nigh. You can feel it crackle at the base of your spine. Hear them ring or cries. It's the sound of the people. People rising, rising up, rising up. It's the sound of the people. People rising, rising up, rising up.
Mosquito just went right on my lips.
What were you feeling when you got the news that you'd been awarded the AIP?
Now I gotta do it. Oh my god. When our team got the news that we were one of the moose. Caribou! Hey guys! Hey! Hey! Caribou! Let's say! You guys! What? Oh my god!
Sit down, we're in the middle of an interview.
Oh my god! That's a really good sign. Oh my god!
What's this conversation?
I didn't even wash my face yet, Taylor.
Woo! The hell is this? I don't know. I don't know. Dark. Oh my god! Get away!
Had to have a smoke after that.
Yeah, you can get, honestly,
Okay, well, don't get my face in it because I think my lips are chapped as Peace! We're out! I am just joking.